49-yard touchdown pass play. Calvin Williams' second touchdown of the day. And the Eagles open up a 26-0 lead.
Well, when you got Barnett on one side and then Calvin Williams on the other side, it's kind of like a brush fire now.
5 plays, 64 yards, and they did it in 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Roger Ruzek for the extra point.
These Philadelphia receivers are starting to come into their own. You know, Buddy Ryan drafted all these guys at once, and another guy named Bellamy that didn't make the squad. But Barnett's going great now. Calvin Williams is going great now. And, of course, Randall, he's real happy about that throw. Well, I tell you, I'd hate to be in John Elway's shoes right now, Marv. 27-0 on the road against this pass rush. And this is the thing he was talking about, the bees and honey thing. You know, the more honey they get, the more bees you got. Well, he's got a lot of bees now.
Yes, they'll be just taking shots. Elway, in the last meeting between these two clubs back in '89, was sacked 7 times. That was in Denver. Eagles winning 28-24 as they forced 6 Denver turnovers. Ruzek with the line drive kickoff. And he runs it out. Arthur Marshall looked confused. And Marshall able to work his way out near the 15.
Well, Marshall's backing up along the end line there, and he muffs it, and he's not sure what to do, but decides to come out, and that's a good choice when you're unsure. But he doesn't get out very far. Pretty good running, not much help blocking.
John Elway hearing it from the crowd. He's only 6 of 16, 39 yards. It's been a very long afternoon for John Elway. He has been sacked 3 times, and a timeout is taken. So the Broncos call for time. Well, tonight, John Elway has made it back from shoulder surgery. Coming into today, completed 50% of his throws. Last week against San Diego, 14 of 24, 2 touchdown passes, ran for 16 yards, only 5 fewer than Gaston Green. Denver not able to get anything going on the ground. And that also the case here today. They have not been able to establish an offensive personality.
Well, they were going to try to throw short early, and they did. They had time to throw early, but they just couldn't hit enough of them to get a drive going. So now they're faced with this big deficit and having to have a big play, or a lot of big plays.
First down at the 15. Leon Seals with the wraps around Reggie Rivers. Reggie Rivers, a second-year player from Southwest Texas State, signed as a free agent last year, and he is stopped by Seals.
Well, they're trying to trap inside, and Philadelphia's in a pass rush mode, and you're just not going to be able to do much with those inside people here now. They're playing pass. They don't care about a little run and play up the middle.
2nd and 11, and penalty flags are tossed.
Prior to the snap, number 88 offense, it'll be 5 yards, still 2nd down.
Well, the tight end Clarence Kay just lunges forward, and of course Reggie White is keying on any movement, and this is another thing that happens in these kind of situations. You know, the offensive linemen get jumpy. The defensive guys are just playing passing. It's just a one-dimension game, and when you're playing a one-dimension game, the defense just has all the advantage that it could possibly want.
2nd and 16 down at the 9. Elway dumps it off. Victor Jones is stopped for another loss by Byron Evans.
This is the play that Elway hit about the 2nd or 3rd play of the game. Little screen to Victor Jones, and of course Evans is out there making a real good attempt at a tackle, and Eric Allen and Mike Golick kind of come up and finish it off. You know, everybody's in on this thing now. Usually it's just Reggie and Simmons and Joyner and some of those guys. Now you got them all.
3rd and 19, back at the 6. Elway couldn't find anyone. Had to go down. And the punting unit will check in. Eagle fans here at Veterans Stadium love it. Minute 45 remaining, 3rd quarter. Eagles lead 27-0, and Mike Horan has come on to punt for the 6th time this afternoon. Vi Sikahema is out at midfield. Big rush. And Sikahema was not able to field it. 56-yard punt thanks to the roll. So the Eagles back to the offense, and they'll take over at their 35-yard line. A reminder, next Sunday NBC Sports will present an NFL doubleheader. It gets underway 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time with NFL Live featuring Buffalo and New England. As we mentioned earlier, Patriots were able to win in Foxborough against Buffalo last season, 16-13. The Bills went into that game with a record of 10-1.
Well, of course, those Bills with that high-powered offense, you know, right, they go into any game 10 and something.
We're approaching 1 minute remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Cunningham, let's see, they call it a sack. He thought he got it off. He did not go down, but Shane Dronette, a rookie from the University of Texas, will get credit for the sack.
Well, that's that new rule there where they're going to let it go just a little bit longer and only call it a sack if there's exact control. And, of course, you can see that Dronette has him cold there, and Randall's just hoping for something that he wasn't going to get.
Last week, Shane Dronette came up with his first NFL sack, and then he lost it on a penalty. So this one is now in the books. His first as a professional. 2nd down and 15 at the 31. Draw play for Herschel Walker, and that is stifled. Steve Atwater up from free safety to make the stop. The last time the Denver Broncos were shut out was back in 1988. New Orleans Saints did it. Broncos have been shut out only twice during the course of John Elway's career. He's in his 10th NFL season. First time was back in 1984. And the Broncos trailed the Eagles 27-0 as we close out the 3rd quarter. Completes to Byers, but it is short of the first down. Atwater makes the tackle, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll be back after these messages from your local